Bangkok. Let's get it, just chilling here in our new place. Also kicking it with the homie Ed Dog Park, also Austin in here. And so yes, the penthouse, quick peek into my little bedroom here. Just got this place a few months ago. Super excited. Evan just got back. Where's Ed Dog? There's Ed Dog. One and only.
What's good?
Evan, motherfucking Teague. Chiang Mai, OG homie. So Evan was our first homie that we ever met in Chiang Mai when me and Park both quit our jobs, came to the Dropship Lifestyle Conference in 2014. Shout out Anton, shout out Johnny FD.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we met at that conference. That was 7 years ago. And we were bootstrapping, living on $300 a month, apartment in Chiang Mai, basic ass shit. And now we're living in a $10,000 a month penthouse in Bangkok. So Evan just got back from 2 years in Tbilisi, so we're just been catching up this past day. And it's kind of a, you know, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yes, sir.
Moment. And yeah, man, just soaking it in. So as always, you know, Evan's been the most frequent guest on my podcast, really like probably like 10 episodes before.
All the real ones remember the Saigon hovercast 6 years ago?
Hovercast, put a clip in there right now.
Flashback.
It's crazy because you had like literally $100 in your bank account like a year ago. I remember him like in Chiang Mai, like just trying to scrap together all the money he can to start his business and to buy this shit for Amazon and to get his brand going. And now like he's living in Vietnam, he's got a business, he's got his blog going, and like you said, like we were just talking about earlier, we don't necessarily see it, but we've grown so much in this 18 months.
That's what we were talking about. We were at the coffee shop. Dude, we've just been vibing for the last like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to chill as much now, but basically we live in different cities. But like, for what we were talking about is like, if you look at yourself in the mirror every day, like even if you're a bodybuilder or if you're like, I don't know, whatever, you get older every day, obviously, everyone. So like, if you look at yourself in the mirror every day, you see the same person. But if you catch up with a dude you haven't seen for 3 months, you're like, oh wow, I noticed every single different thing about you. The way you speak, the way you think, the way you look, maybe your muscles are bigger, or you know, whatever, your hair is dyed, you're gonna notice every single thing about the person that's different.
One eternity later.
We're both living on like $15 a month, just bootstrapping, chasing the online, you know, e-commerce, make money online dream, digital nomad dream, travel the world dream, whatever you want to call it. And we've been doing it, you know, for the past, 5 years. Last year, our agency started to take off with the Amazon ads agency. Evan's copyright business started to blow up. So, as always, my audience is just like a younger version of myself. You know, just like to all the young cats out there. You know, it might take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, but man, with the internet, literally anything is possible. You can be here, and we're here. So, let's check out the balcony. Give you guys a little bit of a tour. Chopping up, we gotta bounce to a rooftop in like 15 minutes or so. This is the big ass work table out here, and this is the epic balcony. Yeah, Bangkok, Sukhumvit, baby. Check out this view. Woo!
Top of the world.
So when Evan you were 20 years old?
20, yeah.
Evan was 20. He dropped out of college after his second year to pursue the do your own thing, you know, dream. College, he's just like, nah, not for me. I've done several videos about like, yo, if college is not for you, then you don't have to do college these days. You can make your own business. Like starting a small online business is the best thing ever.
Yep.
So I'm gonna grab a couple cold beers. Like, what made you, what gave you the confidence to drop out of college against everything and just like pursue the, this lifestyle?
Yeah, for sure.
And then how'd you get here?
Man, I don't know. Long story short, I feel like a lot of people know my story from the podcast we've done with Riley, and a lot of people don't. So I'll just do like a quick refresher or whatnot. But basically, when I started, I was 20, and I dropped out of school, and yeah, like I don't know. I saw that this was possible, like the lifestyle, you know, like working online, living, you know, abroad, wherever you want to live, doing your thing. So we both did the same type of like invest in this e-commerce course, you know, dropship lifestyle. Shout out Anton. And decided to like make that happen. So I just committed to that, bought the course, started working on this business every day, really like putting in more hours than you would at a normal job, whatever, just doing 8, 10, 12, 16-hour days at the house and like getting the start up about 7 years ago before I hopped abroad to Thailand. And yeah, like long story short, man, like we worked really hard to build that, and then we went to this conference to build on everything else and meet a bunch of people doing it. So I just wanted to hop into place and just kind of be mentored by the vibe of a lot of people already doing that. There's pockets all over the world, like Medellin, Colombia, Saigon, Vietnam, obviously Bangkok, Thailand. Bunch of spots that are little hubs for that. And they're good places to get started because you can have a long runway with some savings and whatever and start making your money. And like, you don't have to be making, cheers, too much in the beginning because you have a runway of cash if you save up some money. So that's kind of what I did for the first 6 months. I built the store, worked really hard on it, met a bunch of people, learned a lot about e-commerce, flipped the store, had my first little win there, flipped that into Amazon, and then eventually learned that you can make a lot more money, obviously with higher conversion rates from copywriting, marketing, psychology, deep customer psychographic research. And then that like led me into the copywriting space because the more that you get good at copy and conversions, the more sales you get. Obviously, the better that you can pump your brand and like sell products that people need and help their lives and such like that. So copywriting's kind of been my jam full time for the last like 4 or 5 years or so. Been doing it exclusively, worked with everybody from, you know, small little two-person partnerships all the way up to Microsoft, you know, for copy. And like, it's really been a journey, and like, that's my thing. I love copy, I love direct response, I love marketing, I love psychology. So I get to do that full time, and now I'm at the stage where I'm really just working on scaling that this year. There's a lot to build and a long way to go.
You've been doing like 10K a month for like a few years, right?
Or more, but yeah, it can be depending on like which month. Sometimes it's way more than that, sometimes it's a little under. But like, I'm really focused on working on that consistency, making the offers, making a nice funnel, building the team around, basically like an ecosystem around myself, because I have the skill set. I know how to write copy. I'm a high conversion, like, you know, sought after high ticket copywriter right now, and that's great. But you cap yourself out at a certain level, you know, 10, 15, 20, whatever. You don't really want to be working too much harder than that if you're making those revenues per month.
Yeah, exactly. You're still trading your time for money. And so the next step for you, we're going to be talking about this over the past few months as we grind together to build a team and go from freelancer to agency.
Yep.
Which is basically what I did 3 years ago. It's like Amazon FBA's been doing good, you know, 5, 10, 50K a month, you know, whatever profit for the past, you know, 5 or whatever years. But it's like, as any entrepreneur should do, and that's our goal, diversify your income. So what is the next thing you can do? Well, what skills do you have and what is in demand? Oh, Amazon ads, we fucking know that. So I started grinding, freelancing on Upwork for basically like a year, and then started, found another version of myself to build a team. Now I have a team of 10. It's me and Parker that owns the agency, and in 2021 it took off, and so we're basically like, boom, lifestyle, income double, lifestyle,
Jump.
Fucking bubble, double, boom. It's a 3-bedroom place, 10K a month. Normally in non-COVID times it's like 15, 20K a month, but we got a good, nice COVID discount. And that's the thing. Thailand is open, by the way. As you can see, we're in fucking Thailand right now. Come now, because there's good discounts on Airbnb and things. But Evan just got here, so basically all you need is a vax card, and there's no quarantine or whatever. But
yeah,
you had like 2K a month saved up. I had probably like 8 to 10K, sold my car and that whole thing. But you know, just message to my younger self. Not saying that's the best plan. I just did a video on this recently. When's the best time to quit your job? There's so many factors. Like, I say stack basically as much as you can.
Yeah, of course.
As much as you can.
Yeah, I was drastically underfunded, that's a fact. But I made it work anyways, and it doesn't, you should definitely have more than I had, like no doubt. So that's like a quick tip right there. But I remember you guys came out with like 10, I had like 2, 3, and then I sold my car and got an extra 1,000 or something out like that. Wasn't too much, I was super underfunded, and I also was very unskilled and very inexperienced with like finances and budgeting and personal like money, just managing money. So I had to learn those skills, how to learn marketing, how to get like consistent leads, way more leads than you could ever handle and close, obviously, because the funnel drips down and not everybody's gonna be interested, and then people have a call and then not everybody closes. So the more you go down in the funnel, of course, like everybody drops off and then you have a few clients at the bottom. So obviously the more you get up top in the funnel, the more clients will drip down if they're the right type of clients, you know how to sell. So I had to learn all that from the ground up anyway. So I would say, yeah, if you can have the longest runway that you can possibly have, but not too much, you know, don't think that you have to have like 50 grand stacked or something like that just to like start your own business or whatever. Like a lot of people have bootstrapped or start with little cash and just hustle and maybe leverage other people's skills. and you can get cheaper labor in different countries as well. And so you're just leveraging that geo-arbitrage.
Yep. And so, huge life hack that, it's getting a little bit windy, so let's make our way back in here. Huge life hack. Go to a conference around what you're trying to do. So it was the conference that we went to in Chiang Mai that catapulted everything. Not only were we surrounded by people with like mindset, you know, digital nomads mindset, work remote, travel the world, digital nomad, whatever you want to call it these days. You put yourself in that environment, you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna form partnerships. You're gonna learn this like simple little tricks that can fucking take you off. So go to conferences, and then if you're a beginning nomad, I still recommend Chiang Mai as like the place to start. You can bootstrap for $1,500 a month, like minimum. I recommend. I think $1,000 a month is a little bit too bootstrap.
Yeah, dude, you say that a lot. You started at 15, which is hilarious because you had 10, you were spending 15. I had like 3, and I was probably spending 600 for everything. Like I would buy a motorbike, or well, rent one for $100 a month. My place was like 200. I had this little tiny 30-meter square spot, like one of those Thai apartments with AC and a little tiny balcony, and just like bootstrap, like shoestring budget. But again, you don't have to do that. It's just one of those things where it's like depending on how much you want to do and whatever. But yeah, I was just gonna build off the conference thing. Like if you go to a conference or whatever it is, the people are not only so crucial just because you're learning a lot from them, but one thing that's important with us and the reason we've been so tight for 7+ years is because we have leaned on each other for like certain things that we're learning and like being supportive to each other, like emotionally or mentally or whatever is going on, because it can be really tough. So like, you know, you're going through this thing, oh, you just dip and lose $5 grand because something messes up, or like my inventory got tied up for like, you know, a month and plus. I was like calling every night in Amazon, whatever. So those types of things can be really hard and make you struggle. And if you don't have anyone to go through that with, it can be tough because you feel like a lone shark, and that's really not helpful at all. Yeah. So you just kind of lean on your network, and that plus learning from the people who are way above you, it's a combination. It's like almost really, you cannot replace that. It's like you have to have it. It's not it's a non-negotiable, in other words.
You got to have friends that are doing the exact same shit, and conference is a great way to do it. So there's digital nomad conferences out here in Chiang Mai. There's happening in Bali. Canggu, Bali is also another great place to start. I recommend minimum $2K a month there. Yeah. But obviously, if you can spend $5-10K a month, then obviously you can live in villa mansions, like I've basically been doing.
Yeah, we were at that spot in 2019. We did some podcasts there at your old villa too. It was like you, Danny Park, like just living in the spot. And like
Bali, oh yeah, that's right, by the pool.
Yeah, super sick. But
so yeah, that's the great thing about Southeast Asia is if you want to jump in full time to work on your side hustle, you can do that. You take a sabbatical or whatever time on your time away from your job to focus full time, because you can live for basically like a half or a quarter of the cost of living. Mm-hmm. So it's either that, or of course, as anyone should know, you start your side hustle on the side of your job, and then comes a point where you go full time into your side hustle. Yeah. But if you can reduce your cost of living, you can maybe start focusing full time on your side hustle. But either way, if you have a job right now, you should start your business now on the side. Nights, weekends, free time. That's how we started. Yep. But it didn't take off until we quit the job and started focusing every day on it. Yeah. But choose your side hustle. By the way, before I forget, Bam's helping me put together a new ebook, PDF download, whatever, with like overviewing all the different business models that like me and my friends do to basically, that's kind of like my main thing, help people choose like what they want to.
The best. Yeah, because like there's a buffet of options you could choose. You can do SEO, you can do affiliate marketing, you run an agency, you do e-commerce business. And I think in general, to build off that as well, like with the runway, like that's the most important thing, is like you need a runway personally for cash, because maybe if you're spending $1,500 a month, you want to have as many months on that just through cash. If you have to burn cash, worst case scenario, you have a safety net. And on the side, there's the business aspect where you're like, I also need cash to maybe have inventory, maybe run ads, maybe hire someone. Those types of things are two different separate accounts that you're going to want to have both runways for. So you have to have at least 3 to 6 months saved up for yourself personally. That's for food, rent, going out, hanging out with people, buying conference tickets, whatever it is. And then on the side, ideally, you should have some stacked for like some, money to invest.
Yeah, set aside to put into your business.
No business is free. You can start service businesses for next to nothing. You have a laptop, that's it. But yeah, you're gonna need something, because there's costs. There's like, CRMs, there's ads you might wanna run. Like I said, you're gonna make a website. It doesn't have to be that expensive, but there's things that need to be paid for that will propel your business and save you time and make you money. So that's what I would say for the runway.
Mm-hmm. So what Evan does is freelancing. you know, copywriting. You can start your Upwork profile like today. And I'm actually going to be making an Upwork course because I have dominated fucking Upwork. That's been like basically 90% of our Amazon ads clients. And now we got Google funnels and YouTube funnels and LinkedIn funnels and email funnels coming in. But like, recommend Upwork to anyone. Gonna be making an Upwork course, like hopefully sometime soon. Bam's gonna help me film it. Austin is another fucking agency guy. Are you on Upwork yet? Not even on. He's not even on Upwork yet, and he's getting his leads from. Where are you getting your leads? Cold email. Austin, another American homie who we met out here in Phuket. You've obviously seen him if you followed me on Instagram. Been fucking living it up out here. Austin, how old are you?
28.
Austin's 28. When did you start like living abroad?
So yeah, about 24, I was working at my corporate job, and I met my business partner, and we wanted to quit our corporate jobs, get out of the rat race. And so we started doing SEO for small businesses, got our first 5 or 6 clients through cold calling.
Oh shit!
And then we made the move and booked a ticket, one-way ticket to Thailand.
Oh shit!
Bangkok.
Why did you choose like YouTube videos? Like,
actually,
you see my videos, bro? Like,
did I influence you?
Everybody in the Facebook SEO community, Facebook groups, were just talking about Thailand. So we're like, let's go check it out.
Exactly. It's like if you're working from a fucking laptop anyway, you can be anywhere. Like, why the fuck not live in the fucking paradise in, you know, Bangkok and Phuket, or two of the, you know, hottest places in the world, as well as Bali and Medellin, Tbilisi, where Evan just did 2 years, to work remote. So yeah, we're the fucking work remote dudes. We happen just to be all American. Fucking Bam just came out here from London, but of course, like, one of the cool things is we have friends from all fucking countries. Fucking Turkey.
All of them.
South Africa.
Spain, Brazil. Argentina,
like,
UK.
Fucking China. Name a fucking country. Yeah. Australia. Like,
Kazakhstan.
And so, anyway, just a little quick little hangout. Like, the vibe is nice right now. Figure we'll just do a little vibe / podcast / tour of the penthouse. Bam. You're gonna stay home and edit this shit. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. Let's go to the rooftop bar and
let go.
Fucking what else? Any final words?
Oh, man.
Any final words to the people out there, sir?
People, let me
that
think
you would
about
like
it.
to say?
No, man, I just say, like, in general, like, whatever you want to do in life, man, this life is super short, and it doesn't really matter what age you are. If you just start, like, you should just start, commit to something, whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. Like, it's not that hard. Just pick what you're passionate about and where that intersection of skills can serve other people with, valuable, like, unique, niched, you know, services or products, and then just continue to build that every day. Like, that's the plan. It's a long-term goal.
That reminds me of the other thing. So at first, focus on what makes money.
Yeah, of course.
And then long-term, build your passion business. For example, like YouTube channel, sharing the lifestyle, sharing, you know, YouTube changed my life. So like sharing it to other motherfuckers and like get messages all the time. Like, bro, your fucking videos, like how the fuck you do this? So that's one of my passions. And then just traveling the world, being creative, making music, starting to DJ. My fucking DJ deck is over there. Fucking music, travel, passion, girls. Fucking being creative and just having fun and living life, because that's all we know. We live once and then you die. Motherfuckers, we gotta bounce, living that life. We out.
Peace. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. Good shit. Yeah, let's roll.